Mad Towns 93.1 Jamz. It's Krista in the Morning Garage. Well, we are on Facebook Live. We are so excited to have one of our dearest friends in studio. Man, anything he writes, anything he produces, anything that he touches comes to gold. And we are very, very excited. A recording artist, producer, DJ, filmmaker. Man, you talk about being considered for 4 Grammy Awards, been on the world's largest Bratfest stage, and now he's here today. It's our boy, Red.
Come on now. What up? How y'all doing?
Good. We miss you, my man.
I know. I haven't been here since probably the pandemic, right? So over a year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate. Well, you had me and Nikki on that one time on the phone, but not in the studio.
Oh my gosh.
Right, yeah.
Talk about another, touching gold that you have now signed this amazing artist onto, your jam.
Nikki Gracious, yeah. Nah, I mean, just God's been moving, and a lot of things been happening. I've had a lot of blessings. Not everyone can say the same throughout the pandemic, but it's good to be here. It's always a blessing. It's always fun to be with you, ladies. I love y'all. It's always a jam coming up in here. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, we do really like to dance. Yeah. We've been playing your music all morning long.
Yes.
Jolene. I love that you went the Dolly Parton route. You're like, hey, Krista, can I come to your house?
I did.
And do a little film. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it happened. I was over there you invited me for a party one time in the summer, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then your husband was taking me around out back, and I just remember seeing your house, and it was just like this nice cabin looking house in the woods, out in the middle of wherever. And I'm like, man, I can use this in a music video. And it just so happened 2 months later, it was just when I was filming Jolene, then I was like, a flashback to when I was at your house. I'm like, man, her house fits the vision.
Was it because I was wearing a cowgirl hat when I had my party?
That's probably what did it. But I reached out, and you obliged. You were more than loving and willing to help me and support me. So I mean, it's the love is mutual. I mean, it's I appreciate you guys.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, my man, you touched my life in a major way, being a huge advocate to ridding the stigma of mental health. And of course, I'm a huge fan of yours. And just for you to help in the past couple of years with the Tolerian Radiothon and spreading the word about that means everything to us. So we love you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure. I'm just here to do what I'm here to do, live my purpose. And that includes helping people and supporting people and, helping people through things that I experienced. You know what I mean? Like if I was pulled through it, it's my duty to reach down and help them and pull them through it too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Otherwise it's in vain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just passionate about those kind of things.
Well, you have something that's absolutely spectacular, honey, that you just created. You just put it out there for the airwaves. And before we start talking about this amazing song, honey, you've got to hear it. Here you go.
Time isn't waiting for you. Satan's been praying on you. They steady praying for you. Family in Christ adores you. You just been flanking on them. Why ain't you waiting on them? Can he deliver you? Turn you to Jacob on them. Turn your back on the lust and the pride. No, but mean is a lie. You know it isn't what you sow. Look up to the sky for the prize. Open up your eyes. You know that Jesus came down just to make you whole. I ain't never suffered quite like this. I feel like my life is in a vice grip.
Come on.
Yeah.
Need someone to help me see.
Need someone to set me free.
Who can deliver?
What?
Who can deliver? Who can deliver? Who can deliver?
Ooh-wee.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
This is insane. Your new song, Delivered. My gosh, let's talk about this. Your new music video, Delivered, was filmed in part of the St. Josephat Basilica in Milwaukee, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Yeah.
How did you pull the location off?
Honestly, it's not even just being cliche, it's all God, you know what I'm saying? It was all God's hand at work. I had this vision for this video, and I knew what I needed it to look like and what I wanted it to look like. And when I came across the Basilica, I don't even remember how I came across it or how I found it, but it was just so ornate. It just had that old, that old school look, and it's literally, I saw what was in my vision. So when I was writing a song, I know I talked about this before, but when I write songs, I envision the actual music video. My favorite part of releasing music is producing music videos. So I actually sometimes cater the songs to the music video because it's already done in my head. The music video is already done in my head. So I'm writing lyrics to this story. You know what I mean? So when I envisioned it, like this basilica just fit it fit the like the vision that I had. And I'm like, I got to go to whatever ends of the earth I can to get this. And it just so happened that it was in my own backyard. It's right here in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? Which is only an hour away. And I wrote them, and this is during a pandemic, like a national pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Places are closed and it's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I wrote many emails. I called probably like 5-6 times and I didn't hear nothing back. And so I started looking around and I'm like, I got to find something else that's going to fit this vision. I looked in, you know what I'm saying? There's one in Minneapolis. There's some in Ohio, down south. I looked in St. Louis. I looked all over because I'm like, if I can't get this one, I got to find something else. And I'm like, these aren't fitting the visions. These are nice, but they're not exactly the vision that I have. It's not going to tell the story in the way that I feel like God gave me the vision. And I'm like, I seriously, I was like, Lord, if this is your vision and the vision you're giving me is true, like, this is the one that I see in the video. Like, I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one in Milwaukee is the one for me and for this video. And I just prayed. I honestly, like, I prayed. And then, you know, after I finally got, you know what I'm saying, one of the reverends on the phone, and I spoke to him. And like I said, it was by the grace of God. Wow. And he let me, and he was like, you know, he allowed me to do it in the middle of a national pandemic. And I'm just like, you know, I'll take precautions. I have a very small crew. It's just me and 2 other people. We'll wear a mask. We'll do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever to, you know, appease you. And like I said, it was honestly by the grace of God that I was able to get it. Cause like, and there was a time where I was like, kind of like, man, I can't see this video being put out like without it being in this basilica. Cause it's like, it's modeled after the one in Rome. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like that ornate. I mean, it's so beautiful. Like, someone actually literally thought that it was CGI. Like, someone commented online and they thought that part of the video was CGI. They didn't even think it was a real basilica or like a real cathedral or basilica. You know what I mean? So that's how beautiful it is. Like, so when I saw it in person, I'm like, I need this in my video. And if it's God's will, it will happen. And it happened. So.
Wow. Perseverance, honey, too. Yeah. Wow. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, Rip. So, you know, Krista showed me the video and I was in awe. So it is incredible.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, it's more than all right.
It's insane.
I mean, literally insane. Mm-hmm. So where did the vision come from? Like, did God or like where did it come from?
like I said, I feel like I get visions. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that the visions I get for these music videos because of my faith, like, I feel like my sole purpose in life is to live out like God's will. Like, I don't chase things that I want in life. I want what God wants for my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, his will. And that's what we're told to pray for. You know what I mean? And so, like, I feel like the visions that I get, you know what I'm saying? I even pray on them. I'm like, is this your vision? Or because I don't ever want to do something that's not in line with your vision. And so I just believe that they're visions from God. Like I said, I envision these music videos. Like, I have visions in my head right now for songs on my new album that aren't even fully recorded and they're not even like done yet. And like, they're probably like a couple years out already from me even like starting production on them. Like, I have visions for all these videos in my head already. And I believe that they are from God, you know what I mean? And I pray on them and I say, like, if my vision's not in line with your will, Lord, don't allow it to happen. Don't let it come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Block it. And so far, like, every single one of my music videos, people who have been on set with me in my music videos, they have seen that my videos have been nothing but blessed. There's been times when I was like even filming in the state capitol and like the police try to shut me down and I had a permit ahead of time. And then, like, seriously, I'm telling you, it's like by the grace of God, like, you know, the supervisor upstairs on the radio came back and she was like, all right, go ahead. You can go ahead. And, like, I'm just telling you, like crazy, miraculous things. Like, I've just been nothing but blessed on every single one of my music video shoots. Like, every video, I've had people come out that I needed. I've had everything pan out just the way it needs to. And I attribute it all to God. Like, it's not of my doing at all.
Your videos and your music is so inspiring. And I want to touch on this because when I first came across Drown, you know, I always go back to Drown. This is similar to me in a way with your message. You are talking about battling evil when it comes to addiction in the beginning of this video, Delivered. And you've got God and you've got the devil. I mean, it's miraculous how you come and put these visions together. I mean, and you beat it. You beat the evil. So, I mean, talk a little bit more about what this song means.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that I beat the evil. It's not something that I'm capable of doing. But in the end, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, God does defeat, you know what I'm saying, the devil, and he is victorious in the end. no matter what, so my song is Delivered. It's talking about me being delivered from a bunch of things. I grew up with extreme depression, anxiety, panic attacks, debilitating panic attacks. And I was in like counseling by the time I was 14 years old. Like I was seeking therapy, and by the time I was 19, I was diagnosed with like just a whole slew of things. I don't even remember. He just gave me some Paxil and some Trazodone to help me sleep and all this stuff. And I was just riddled. Like my life was literally debilitated, you know what I'm saying, with these mental disorders and diseases and things, and probably borderline schizophrenia and like so many, you know what I'm saying, crazy things. And then I battled sex addiction for like, a majority of my life in my adult life, like just so many things. And they gripped my life to a point where my life was hindered and it was debilitated. Like I couldn't function normally, and everything was just so heavy, you know what I'm saying? And, when I finally came back to my faith in Christ, like it set me free, you know what I'm saying? Like full, complete surrender of all that stuff and giving it to him and now serving him and all that stuff. Like I've been set free, you know what I'm saying? And I've never been more at peace. I've never been more free. I've never been just more like just full of life, you know what I'm saying? And so the song is Delivered talks about that, you know what I'm saying? It talks about being delivered from all of that stuff and being set free from that. It's very, very liberating. It's very free. And I want to share that with the world, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, being delivered doesn't mean that we won't struggle and that we, you know what I'm saying, while we're in these bodies, you know what I'm saying, we're always going to struggle with the fleshly things, and the enemy is always going to be at work, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not fully defeated until like the return of Christ, but like, so it's still a battle. We still have battles to go through, but these battles are like, they're very, they're easy to fight, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not debilitating like they were before, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have a grip on me, they don't hold me down, and they don't weigh me down, and they don't like have me captive like they used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now it's just little stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that I can like, ward off or like pray off, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not debilitating.
Well, I know I've reached out to you many times throughout this year through my own personal things, and it's very much helped me. And, and I, because I had to ask, I'm like, how do I pray to God? You're like, Krista, you pray the way you want. Like he hears you no matter what. So it's helped me as well. But your videos, this song speaks to me as well, and so many other people. Just what you do and what you create is absolutely gorgeous. So let's talk about that video. Yeah. So you produced and directed the music video all yourself. It's like watching a movie. The crazy thing about your CGI and the VFX in this video is insanely talented. What kind of time and work does it take to go into something like this? This is amazing.
More time than one man can handle. As you said, I produce and direct my own music videos. I don't say that to be self-righteous. It's just that's just the way I started my music career. I grew up with a single mother household. We didn't have the money and the funds and the resources to go to studios and you know what I'm saying, and have stuff silver spoon fed. So I had to learn everything from very onset. I had to learn how to record everything, how to mix everything, how to master everything, how to make my own graphics, how to produce my own videos from 20 some years ago. You know what I mean? So when this vision came to me, I'm like, okay, there's actually some things in this video that, it's going to challenge me because I've never done some things before. Like you said, there's a lot of CGI in the video. There comes a point where like I'm filming in the basilica in the very beginning, but there's a point where I fall to another world without giving away too much. And the rest of the video from that point is all CGI. And not only is it CGI, it's like what challenged me most on this. Like now I did this all like, there's 3D environments, there's animated characters, you know what I'm saying? There's 3D tracking, there's so many things. There's rotoscoping, there's green screen king. And this is things I've accumulated over the years. And if I didn't accumulate it over the years, then there's some things that I learned throughout this process to do by myself. And then if there's something that I absolutely couldn't do, or there was time constraints, like there was a few things that I did outsource to, freelancers out there that did CGI work as well. But as a whole, I did produce it. And it took me, I think I was in post-production, it's close to like 8 months.
Wow.
Editing a video for 8 months. So
now I realize now when you say you're busy, you are busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's in addition to everything else I'm doing, like, serving at church and like my own freelance video work to pay the bills and all that other stuff. And then I took 2 months off to like, do Nikki Gracious and all his stuff. So like I'm staying busy. I'm truly blessed without a doubt. Like I'm not gonna deny that. And things are a little hectic right now. I need some assistance. You know what I'm saying? If can I get some? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Can I get some of that?
Yeah,
No,
I'll
I'm
get you
just
some
playing.
water.
Do you need a grape? I can feed you a grape.
Yes, get a grape, girl.
They were joking before I came up in here to
Get a
like,
grape.
Get a grape.
hey. Anyways, no, it took a lot of work. I almost probably got a little bit of carpal tunnel damage on my arm and stuff, to be honest. Like, but I probably spent 10, 12-hour days for the better half of like 8 months, like working on this video.
I bet.
So, I mean, but really, in all honesty, like, I don't do it for my own glory. Like, it's really, honestly, I feel like this was a vision for the video. It had to get done no matter what. And I'm doing it for the kingdom. It's not for me. And I think it turned out great. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some things that I look at, like, I could have, if I had a little more time, I could have done this a little better, a little bit of that. But I wanted to actually kind of get it out, and I rushed the release date a couple more days ahead of time because there's, all this stuff going on with Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
And, man, I just feel like my video kind of is kind of an answer to his video, you know what I'm saying? But hey.
I'm sorry, but the video turned out amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
25,000 stars, okay?
Okay.
25,000 stars.
And now, it's so funny because obviously the creativity and everything like that, but you just don't get to see videos like that anymore,
Yeah.
where you see where the effort is put in and the time and.
Well, I'm glad that like some people recognize it. There's a lot of people that don't really necessarily sit right with my message, doesn't sit right with them, or they don't agree with some things that I do philosophically and theologically and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that people are able to recognize the hard work, because it truly was a lot of hard work. It was without a doubt like 2 of my past music videos can never amount to the work that I put into this video. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I sacrificed a lot of things for it. But I hope at the end of the day that it reaches even just like one person. If it reaches one person, one soul, then like all that work was worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was great.
absolutely.
So
Hey, so Rip, we are on the same team, Krista's
Hey.
Crusaders. What's up?
okay.
Hey, so why is fighting for blood cancer important to you?
I think cancer in general. I have a lot of friends right now that are fighting with cancer, and it's sad. It's heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just kind of one of those things that it's hard to deal with. Like if you have a friend or family member, and they're dying, especially like kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like I know ultimately that God has a purpose for everyone's life. It's still very sad to see someone fighting, like losing their life. So when Krista asked me to join her team, like I'm like, heck yeah. Like if it's important to you, it's important to me. Like I rock with you. Like we said earlier, like we support each other. Like Krista, like I love her. Like we're like tight. And I'm like, yeah, if this is something that's important to you, like it's important to me, and I'm gonna jump on this team and I'm gonna help you raise funds, and we're gonna do like whatever. I'm gonna do whatever I can with the means that I have to try to help you out, because I believe in it too.
Yeah. Well, I so appreciate you joining the team and Tracy joining the team and all the other fierceness that is out there with the Crusaders, raising money to fight blood cancer in this community. So we are asking you, $1, honey, anything will do. I put out a huge goal for all of us. It's $100,000 in 10 weeks. We are on week number 7, and you can help us to raise money. Now, every dollar goes to a vote, and the team that has the most votes will win. And it all goes to a great cause. So go to madtownjams.com and click drop in for a cure, and please help those. This is very personal to me. I have 4 loved ones that have been touched with blood cancer. I lost my uncle to acute myeloid. My best friend has multiple myeloma. She almost lost her life. She received a stem cell transplant. Our dear friend Lori Schultz from the American Family Children's Hospital lost her precious daughter Christina to leukemia. Dr. Bartel was on our show. His niece was touched with stage 4 leukemia. And also, of course, Stephen and Jory Kettleson, he's been diagnosed with an incurable blood disorder. So these are very real, and we need to do what we can. So, Rip, thank you so much again for coming on our show and creating fabulous music as you do that touches so many people's lives. And I'm just thrilled again with Delivered. And we just need Madtown to enjoy.
Quick note, I got a link on my website. If you go to whoisrip.com, I got a link for the fundraiser if they want to donate to your thing. And then right above that is a new release, is my music video Delivered, so they can check it out in full 8K resolution. Crazy, my first 8K music video. whoisrip.com. You can see the latest post is my music video, and you can get right underneath there a link to this the fundraiser, so you can help me and Krista help her. You know what I'm saying? Fundraising efforts to fight, like you said, the fight of cancer. Yeah. So check it out, whoisrip.com. And man, thank y'all for rocking with me. I love y'all. God bless.
We love you, Rip.
We love you too.
There you have it. It's Rip once again with Delivered. Check him out today. He's absolutely stellar. You don't want to miss it. With Krista the Morning Rush right here on 93.1 Jamz.
Yeah.
All my life, I just wanted to be happy. I had an emptiness that needed to be filled. So I pursued all the things my heart desired. Until I found myself at the bottom.
How y'all doing?
My name's Josh. Desperate for help.
And I'm an addict.
Desperate to be saved.
Fill my mind, I'm struggling with pride when I decide my desire should be acquired at the time that I want. Will my life align with your heart? I need to know. I need to know. Lately I've been struggling to stay afloat. I've been holding on to every single quote to help me prove that my life isn't a joke. Whoa, looking in the mirror like what's wrong with me? I'm lost in the wilderness, my life's empty. Falling for every trap, every snare. Someone there, do you care? I can barely breathe, drowning in anxiety. My relationships are spiraling, suffering. Someone please set me free. My addiction's just another stain on your shirt. My methods just make it worse. As much as I know it hurts, I keep playing in the dirt. What's wrong with me? Pornography and sex got a hold up on my life. Thinking about the high and the women every night. When you in the dark place, you know you need a light. Keep falling down, will I ever get it right? That you hate, got a hold of my life. Get a hold of your life, get a hold of your life. Time isn't waiting for you. Saints been praying on you. They steady praying for you. Family in Christ adores you. You just been flanking on them. Why ain't you waiting on them? Can he deliver you? Turn you to Jacob on them. Turn your back on the lust and the pride. Dopamine is a lie. You know it isn't what you sow. Look up to the sky for the prize. Open up your eyes. You know that Jesus came down just to make you whole. I ain't never suffered quite like this. I feel like my life is in a vice grip. I need someone to help me see. Need someone to set me free. Who can deliver? Who can deliver? Who can deliver? Who can deliver? Depths of the earth, I can't get any lower. Life's flying, but this battle couldn't be slower. At the core, I feel like a major failure to my purpose. My life is like a circus. All these pigs in the parlor. Lord, arm me with your armor. Make me stronger. Take these afflictions that I harbor and change my heart before it gets harder. I'm getting heated, can't escape these routines. And the world is telling me I can have everything, but they lying to me. So I'm sitting here mad 'cause I don't have what I want. Thinking if I did, I could finally flaunt. My heart is craving for these women when I got a good one at home. But I'd rather be sinning, my head spinning, now I feel all alone. I just want this heavy weight on my shoulder, living life with the burden. I can't wait till it's over. He afflicted and scored from his addiction to porn. Convicted and torn like the flesh from a thorn. Man, I told you I done been to the bottom. Yeah, I feasted with demons and they almost got him. When I heard him say, you're my chosen son,